Hi guys, welcome to another video with Dr. B. So today we will be inserting my contact lenses. All right, so this video is mainly for people who are new to wearing contact lenses, or if they're thinking about wearing contact lenses, or if they're just really unsure if it's like best for them. They just kind of want to see the technique and how it's actually done. So I recommend that you continue to watch this video. So first things first, always wash your hands. I've already washed my hands already, so I'm not going to do that again. If you've seen my previous video on how to remove contact lenses, you know that I am right hand dominant and I always use my left hand as a upper lid holder. So I do wear Daily Total Ones by Alcon. I do correct for my astigmatism as well. And so whenever you have your astigmatism corrected for, that does make the vision a lot more clear and crisp. And also another thing, you have to just make sure that the lens is not rotating on the eye. So I already have the lens pack open. Oops, I already have the lens pack open. I have the lens sitting here on my finger. Okay. So before you insert the contact lens, you always want to make sure that the contact lens is facing the proper direction. Make sure it's not like inside out. Okay. So if you take a look at this lens, so it's kind of shaped like a saucer. Let's see. Okay, here. It's kind of shaped like a saucer. The edges are pointing outward a little bit. And so this lens is basically inside out. So what I'm going to do, I am going to flip it over. It's kind of drying out a little bit because I did have it sitting in my hand for a little bit. And then I'm going to flip it the correct way. So now if you take a look at it, it is sitting upward like a bowl. This is how the contact lens should look on your finger before putting it in your eye. All right, so the first method I'm going to do, I am going to hold back my upper lid. I'm going to use my bottom lid. I'm going to look to the left and I'm going to lay the contact lens on my sclera on the corner here. And then I'm going to look over into the lens. I'm going to blink a little bit. As remember, I talked about that rotation earlier. I need the cornea, I need the, not the cornea, I need the lens to settle on the eye, and it is settling. And I'm also crying at the same time. So yeah. All right. I just don't want the tears to roll. So yeah, that contact lens is in my eye now. Okay. It's probably like watering just a little bit because I did have it sitting on my finger for a little while. And so I normally just put it directly in my eye. But since I let it sit on my finger for a few seconds, it is a little dry. So I'm going to blink a little bit. All right, cool. All right, I got the right eye in. Now we're going to do the left eye. So this time, instead of putting the contact lens in the corner on the sclera, I'm going to actually put it still on the sclera, but I'm going to put it inferiorly. And I'm going to actually look up and then I'm going to look down into the contact lens. Okay. So again, here's my left lens here. And I am getting it out of the pack. All right, let's just make sure it's inside correct. Just make sure it's facing inward. You guys can see here. This looks pretty good to me. It's up like a bowl. And then let's see if we can tell the difference. And it's inside out. Kind of see how like that it just kind of points out a little bit. Sometimes it's hard to tell, but I promise you, once you put it into your eye, you will definitely know if it's inside out. So I'm going to flip it over. So this looks good to me here. All right, so this time I'm going to use my left hand again. I'm going to look up. And I'm going to look down. And I'm going to release. Then I'm going to blink. All right. That one was a whole lot better because I kind of immediately like put it in my eye. So yeah, that is how I put in my contact lenses. If you guys have more questions and want to see other videos on different techniques on how you can put it in, like I said, I typically put it directly on my eye, but I wanted to show you guys a different way. Feel free to just drop in the comments and ask for a different technique under the way that I can show you guys. Also, and don't forget to check out my first video on how to remove contact lenses. All right, guys, bye.